But now, Brian, I'll have you know it was time for another world title match. This one for the actual world title of the company that's promoting the pay-per-view, which was refreshing. The AEW world title, MJF versus Hangnail Adam Page. And unfortunately, MJF, the challenger in this, when he comes out, he was introduced as the CMLL world champion. They just had the NJPW world champion, and they just had the unified champion, and they just had the TNT champion, and now another world champion is going for another world champion's world championship. So anyhow, do they desperately need a legitimately, they need their world champion to be the top star in the company, and right now it's not, and even with Moxley it wasn't, and I'm hard pressed to figure out who the top star is in the company anymore. That I would have said Ospreay needs to be the champion, but now since he's goddamn going to have surgery and be out for who knows how long or to what extent, maybe it's good they didn't, but how long has it been since the world champion in this company was also the top guy on the roster? A while. I can't remember. Did Punk hold this belt at one point, or did he ever get there?
Yeah, no, I think he held it a couple times,
okay.
Didn't he?
That would be the last time then that both the world champion has been the top star in the company. MJF is good. He needs something to work with. You've always got to do some of the other guys' shit, and Page does the same shit all the time. MJF, his aura has been diminished. His booking has been rotten. He doesn't have the heat he used to have, but he can still think to put some things together that make a little half-ass sense, but he always has to work with another one of these children. And this was back and forth. I can't go blow by blow on this because it got ridiculous, but amongst my observations, Page doesn't fight from underneath well. A babyface that can fight and sell and be an underdog and get sympathy. That's not, he either he fights from underneath and the shit's weak, or he does too much and kills the fucking heat before the comeback, and his timing is off where he's either too quick or too slow. MJF has the facials, he shows personality, he has the body language. Page is always scowling boo-boo face, and he does the same shit. He had to do the thing where he knocks MJF out on the floor, takes forever to climb to the top rope, doesn't even look backwards, backflips, and MJF has to stand there like an idiot and catch him. MJF's hammerlock DDT should be a finish because it looks better than most anything anybody does there. I don't even know if he's ever gotten a fucking win on TV with it. At one point, Page tombstones MJF on the floor, doesn't even try to win. He takes time to position the table and pick MJF and deadeye MJF off the apron through the table, then roll him in the ring, cover 1, 2, and MJF gets his foot on the ropes. Now it's ridiculous. And, I know MJF knows he's going to get his money from this guy either way, the billionaire, but I'd rather not sit out a year and a half or two with a broken neck because of this idiot wants to do this goddamn hardcore bullshit. Certainly, I would not think that it was MJF's idea. Hey, give me a dead eye through the fucking table. Jesus Christ. And then they continue the match because that couldn't hurt anybody. Page then gets very little color from two different places from being run into the post or whatever. And then MJF tombstoned him on the broken table. Or did they break a table on the floor? Yeah, no, they
it was already broken when he did the tombstone.
Yeah, they broke it with the dead eye. Then they left the broken one sitting there so they could use it again. They didn't get another table. And then, so that doesn't get the tombstone on the broken table by MJF. Page gets back in the ring by the count of 10. So MJF pulls the buckle pad off and gets run headfirst into it 5 seconds later and gets a lot of juice. And the fans chant, "You deserve it." But again, he just got run into the fucking... Nothing can beat anyone. And then they tried to do a tombstone reversal that another match had already done earlier in the night, but Page dropped him anyway. They did a spot actually that got the fans, and it was a good wrestling spot. The multiple cradles. Boom, 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 boom. Multiple cradles over and over. One count, one count, one count, one count. Then the double bridge, then the dead eye. In the ring, 2 count. That got the people. That's wrestling. But you can't be doing that after you've dead-eyed a motherfucker through a fucking table to the floor. And then suddenly you're doing goddamn Les Thornton reversals. And then MJF pulled the diamond ring out and set it on the mat and wanted Page to hit him with it to get disqualified because he threatened to set Mark Briscoe on fire last week. Brian, as you'll recall, Page agreed that the belt could change hands on disqualification. You remember that.
Right. He saved the life of Mark Briscoe.
And he also agreed to, MJF said he doesn't have to execute his contract. He still got the contract and all that stuff, and blah, blah, blah.
Correct.
So now he wants Page to get disqualified. So Page won't pick up the ring and hit him with it. So he spit on Page. And Page wants to hit him. And finally, he just spit back on MJF. So then MJF pushed Page into the referee and then kicked him in the balls, gave him the heat seeker, covered him 1-2. Page gets his foot on the ropes. Referee counts 3, but the referee is still down and he didn't see the foot on the ropes. Okay, we've got a disputed decision here. What's going to happen? Mark Briscoe's music plays. Mark Briscoe starts coming down the aisle, but security stops him. He doesn't come to the ring to fucking tell the referee what happened, to restart it. He gets stopped by security, punches a couple of them, and they drag him out. Now we go back to the ring where MJF has just been staring at what Briscoe's doing. Page's foot is still on the rope. MJF goes to move it, and the referee sees it before he can. Now it's been a minute and a half.
Can I tell you, that referee's been pissing me off. His stuff with MJF is over the top. The fact that he dove in.
Bad.
I see the leg now 2 minutes after it happened. That's ridiculous.
We're expected to believe Page was unconscious and immobile for a minute and a half with his leg on a rope. Or if he was awake, then why would he go, "Hey, referee, look here, my foot's on a rope"? God damn it. It would make sense if Briscoe had come out and stooged it off. But they dropped that ball. So then the referee shoves MJF into Page's clothesline. Page goes for a buckshot. MJF ducks it, and Mule kicks Page in the balls and schoolboys him and gets a 2 count. I'm like, what the fuck? Go home. His head isn't vulnerable. His balls aren't vulnerable. Nothing will beat anybody. And then MJF slid the belt in. The referee picked it up and immediately turned his back to hand it out. And MJF hits Page with the contract in the metal case. Cover. 2 count. Jesus, 30 minutes into this thing. MJF pulls out the ring and swings, and the referee catches it. But he doesn't disqualify MJF. He just catches the fist. And then when he gets the ring away, MJF turns around and Page hits MJF with the contract, which the case breaks. There's pages everywhere. Then he hits a dead eye and a buckshot. 1, 2, 3, and the referee's amidst the wreckage of the. Oh my God. It was better than most Adam Page matches, but geez, nothing can beat anybody. Page is just bland as fuck. And their finishes, they're too long and too busy are their finishes. That's basically my presumption of this.
31 minutes, 40 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
We'll maybe talk a little bit later. Tony had some comments about this contract and the future of people turning in a contract to get a title match during the media scrum. But we'll see what happens next. Obviously, there's unfinished business with MJF and the Hurt Syndicate. Obviously, Adam Page,
is there? Or are they just going to forget about it?
Who knows? And obviously, Adam Page is indestructible, although incredibly boring at the same time. And that's that.